Welcome to another Genshin Interact video. My name is Rift, and today I am joined by Vixen. Let us know down in the comments if this guide was helpful or if you have any other tips about the character. As always, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel for future content. Thank you for watching, now on to the video.
Head of the Wangxing Funeral Parlor, Hu Tao, gets another rerun. Filling countless players' accounts as their main, it is no surprise that she is coming soon once again. First, let's take a look at her talents and the priority of leveling them up. Hu Tao's kit is a little easier to understand than some other kits. Your first talent to level should be her skill, since that is where most of Hu Tao's damage comes from. When activating her skill, Hu Tao consumes some of her HP and enters the Paramita Papilio state. This state increases Hu Tao's attack based on her max HP, and this bonus cannot exceed 400% of Hu Tao's base attack. Hu Tao's attacks gain a Pyro Infusion and give a resistance to interruption. While in this state, Hu Tao can apply the Blood Blossom effect by hitting opponents with charged attacks. The Blood Blossom effect deals Pyro damage to enemies once every 4 seconds. The effect will end when the 9-second duration is over or when Hu Tao leaves the field or dies. The second talent to level is Hu Tao's normal attack talent. Hu Tao's skill and normal attack talent should be leveled alongside each other. These two talents make Hu Tao's damage, but you should not level one without the other. The last talent to level is her burst. Hu Tao's burst acts like a nuke hit and can do insane damage. This burst hit does more damage and heals more if Hu Tao's HP is at or below 50%. This perfectly coincides with her skill, since her skill takes away health and the burst will hit harder but then heal better at low HP. If you are looking to use one crown, crown her skill. If you are looking to use 2 crowns, crown her skill and her normal attack talents. Hu Tao is a character that can benefit from having a crowned burst talent, but she does not need to have it crowned to be a solid DPS. We believe that Hu Tao works best with 2 crowns in her skill and normal attack talent, but she is still powerful with level 8 or level 9 talents.
Besides Hu Tao's talents, Hu Tao has 2 passive talents that increase her party members' damage consistency and her own personal damage. Her first passive talent increases other party members' crit rate by 12% for 8 seconds after her skill duration ends. Her second passive talent increases pyro damage bonus by 33% when Hu Tao's HP is equal to or less than 50%. A large part of every character's build is their artifact sets and stats. Hu Tao has a few different artifact sets that she can use. Crimson Witch of Flames is arguably Hu Tao's best artifact set since Hu Tao is a reaction-heavy character and this set increases damage on reactions. This 2-piece set increases pyro damage bonus by 15%, which is an added bonus to the increase of her second passive talent. The 4-piece set increases overloaded and burning damage by 40%, vaporize and melt damage by 15%, and using a skill increases the 2-piece set bonus by 50% of the original 15% for 10 seconds. This can stack up to 3 times. This means that when using your skill once, you gain half of the 15% pyro damage bonus on top of the original 15%, which ends up being a 22.5% pyro damage bonus. Hu Tao's next best set is Shimenawa's Reminiscence. This 2-piece set increases attack by 18%. Even though attack is not an amazing stat to go heavy into on Hu Tao, it is not the worst bonus to gain since her kit scales on HP and her damage bases off of attack. The 4-piece set bonus states that when casting a skill, if you have 15 or more energy, you lose 15 energy and normal, charged, and plunging attack damage is increased by 50% for 10 seconds. If you do not have enough good artifacts to make either of these 4-piece sets, you can use 2 of the following 2-piece sets: Crimson Witch of Flames, Tenacity of the Milliliths, and Wanderer's Troop. Remember that at the end of the day, main stats and substats mean more than the best set you could put on her, but Hu Tao will benefit from the Crimson set the best. Another part of artifact sets are main stats and substats. Although Hu Tao is a DPS character, she scales off of HP, which increases her attack to do more damage. Because of this, Hu Tao benefits the most from an HP % Sands, a pyro damage bonus goblet, and a crit rate or crit damage circlet. You can also run an Elemental Mastery Sands instead of an HP % Sands, but the HP % Sands usually produces more damage. Your substats should be focused on HP %, crit rate and crit damage, and attack % for a little bit more of a damage-heavy build or energy recharge to get her burst back.
After artifact sets and artifact stats, the next major part of a character's build is their weapon. Hu Tao can take advantage of a few different 5-star and 4-star weapons, so she can be built by veteran and new players alike. Her best in slot will be her 5-star polearm Staff of Homa. The main stat gives you 66.2% crit damage at level 90 and a base attack of 608, so make sure to grab a crit rate circlet. This polearm's abilities increase HP by 20%, provides an attack bonus based on 0.8% of max HP, and if HP is less than 50%, the attack bonus is increased by an additional 1% of max HP for a total of 1.8% at Refinement 1. Another 5-star weapon that can work well on Hu Tao is Primordial Jadewing Spear. The main stat gives 22.1% crit rate and a base attack of 674. The Refinement 1 abilities are as follows. On hit, increases attack by 3.2% for 6 seconds, which can stack up to 7 times, and can occur once every 0.3 seconds. When you possess the maximum 7 stacks, damage is increased by 12%. While the crit rate main stat is low and not based on HP, the base attack is pretty high, and the attack percent increase can be on par with Staff of Homa's attack percent increase. Besides 5 stars, Hu Tao can make the best of the 2 4 stars, Dragon's Bane and Deathmatch. Due to Hu Tao's strength with elemental reactions, Dragon Bane's elemental mastery main stat and ability usually overwhelms Deathmatch's crit rate main stat and ability. We crunched a lot of numbers to see theoretically what Hu Tao could do with Staff of Homa, Primordial Jadewing Spear, Dragon's Bane, and even Staff of Scarlet Sands. At the end of the day, Hu Tao's best weapon is Staff of Homa, second place was Primordial Jadewing Spear, third place was Dragon's Bane, and fourth place was Staff of Scarlet Sands. Hu Tao's 5-star, Staff of Homa, will obviously be her best in slot weapon, but any of these weapons will strengthen your Hu Tao.
Following weapons, we now look at Hu Tao's constellations. Her first constellation allows Hu Tao not to use stamina on charged attacks in her skill state. This constellation will allow Hu Tao's rotation of attacks to be more consistent and will allow her to dodge more. Her second constellation increases the Blood Blossom damage by 10% of Hu Tao's max HP. This constellation also applies the Blood Blossom effect on her burst hit. Her third and fifth constellations increase the talent level of her skill and burst by 3. Her fourth constellation increases all party members' crit rate by 12% for 15 seconds when she defeats an opponent affected by the Blood Blossom effect. Her sixth constellation will trigger when Hu Tao's HP falls below 25% or when she takes a hit that would normally kill her. As a result, Hu Tao will not die, but will survive the blow with 1 HP remaining. For the next 10 seconds, all of her elemental and physical resistance will be increased by 200%, crit rate will be increased by 100%, and her resistance to interruption will be greatly increased. This can only occur once every minute. While all these constellations help Hu Tao and her party members, she is still an amazing damage dealer at Constellation 0.
Hu Tao's constellations can help her deal massive amounts of damage, but putting Hu Tao with good teammates can boost her damage even more. Hu Tao can use supports for healing, buffs, and resonances. Bennett can heal Hu Tao in his burst when her skill takes damage from her, gives an attack bonus, and gives the Pyro Resonance, which increases attack of all party members by 25%. Another Pyro support is Xiang Ling, since her damage off-field can help Hu Tao clear enemies quicker and can give the Pyro Resonance as well. Hu Tao does really well with reactions, specifically Vaporize. Some Hydro supports for Vaporize are Yelan and Xingqiu. Both these supports can give Hydro Resonance, which increases max HP. These two supports can also apply Hydro very well off-field, so Hu Tao can create the reactions on-field. Kikomi is another character that can produce off-field Hydro, but can also heal Hu Tao off-field as well. Rift will be using Hu Tao, Yelan, Xingqiu, and Bennett. Enjoy the gameplay.
I can't take it anymore. My mind's about to go to war. I need someone to save me from myself, to hear me cry when I call out for help. I blame it on the voices that are in my head, wondering if they'll ever be put to bed. Feels like I am close to reaching my wit's end, holding out, but I'm about to blow it up like a volcano. Another day to lose control. There's a fire in my bones. My sight gets blurry, pushing back the tears. Should take a leap of faith and face my fear. I blame it on the voices that are in my head, wondering if they'll ever be put to bed. Feels like I am close to reaching my wit's end, holding out, but I'm about to blow it up like a volcano.
Thank you for watching the video. If you have any extra tips or tricks you know or use with your own Hu Tao, please go ahead and let us know in the comments. Thank you again, and we'll see you in the next one.